Hello, and welcome to the magic. We are up to day 21. Magnificent outcomes. You say grace before meals. All right, but I say grace before the concert and the opera, and grace before the play and the pantomime, and grace before I open a book, and grace before sketching, painting, swimming, fencing, boxing, walking, playing, dancing, and grace before I dip the pen into the ink. This is by G.K. Chesterton from 1874. We all want good outcomes to everything that we do. In giving thanks before he performed an action, the writer, Gilbert Keith Chesterton, used the magic of gratitude to guarantee the outcome that he wanted. You'll have had times when you thought to yourself, I hope this goes well, or I hope this turns out okay, or I'm going to need a lot of luck. All these thoughts are hoping for good outcomes to a situation. But life doesn't happen by chance or because of a stroke of luck. The laws of the universe operate mathematically to the finest possible degree. That is something you can count on. A pilot doesn't hope for the laws of physics to keep working during his flight because he knows that the law of physics will never fail. You don't go into your day and hope that the law of gravity will keep you on the ground so you don't float into outer space. You know that there's no chance at play, and gravity's the law that will never fail. If you want magnificent outcomes to everything you do, then you have to use the law that governs outcomes, the law of attraction. That means you have to use your thoughts and feelings to attract magnificent outcomes to you. And being grateful for magnificent outcomes is one of the simplest ways to do it. I apologize. The magnificent outcome practice is being grateful before you do something you want to go well. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to the work meeting, job interview, or exam, the magnificent outcome to the sports games, phone call, catch up with a friend, or seeing your mother-in-law. That is funny. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to your exercise routine, your pet's vet appointment, or your medical and dental checkup. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome when an electrician, plumber, or a tradesperson is addressing a problem in your home. The magnificent outcome to a family outing, conversation with your children or child about their behavior, or heart-to-heart with your partner. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome to a purchase, or you will be making one, such as a birthday gift, engagement ring, or wedding dress, or a magnificent outcome to choosing a new cell phone, new carpet, drapes, or renovation company. You could be grateful for the magnificent outcome for a reservation at a restaurant, a great seat for a concert, the magnificent outcome to your daily mail, your daily emails, or your tax refund for the year. If it helps you to believe in the magical power of gratitude to create magnificent outcomes, you can wave your finger through the air and imagine you're sprinkling magic dust over the event that you want to turn out magnificently. Another time to use the magnificent outcome is when something unexpected happens during your day. When something unexpected happens, very often we can jump to conclusions and immediately think that there's something wrong. For example, you arrive at work and are told that the boss wants to see you right away. The problem with jumping to conclusions and thinking that there's something wrong is that the law of attraction says that what you think and feel you will attract to you. So instead of jumping to a conclusion and thinking you might be in trouble, take the opportunity to make the magic happen by being grateful for a magnificent outcome. I like that example. If you miss your bus or train, or on your way to work, you miss a flight or are unexpectedly delayed, instead of thinking this is bad, be grateful for the magnificent outcome so that you put the magic into motion to receive a magnificent outcome. Okay, wow, that just hit me. You know when someone like cuts you off or the car in front of you is going slow and you want to go faster? Don't you think, well, I know I do it, and I know my sister does this. John does not do this. You always think, wow, that car was put there for a purpose. You know, it's a magnificent outcome. Where John thinks it's a delay. I think that there's a purpose to that car being in front of me. How do you feel about that? If you feel the same way, drop me a car. If you're a parent and you're asked to attend an unexpected meeting at school about your child, instead of thinking that there's a problem, be grateful for this magnificent outcome. If you receive an unexpected phone call, email, or letter, and the thought flashes into your mind, I wonder what's wrong, immediately be grateful and for the magnificent outcome before you pick up the call or open an email or a letter. I get that. I totally get that. Most of the time, you will see and experience the magnificent outcome that you ask for. And occasionally, you won't even know how you benefited from an unexpected event. But when you ask for a magnificent outcome and feel sincerely grateful for it, you are usually using the mathematical law of attraction, and you must receive a magnificent outcome back. Somewhere and at some time, it is guaranteed. Whenever you find yourself thinking that there's a chance at play with something in your life, or thinking you have no control over something, or when you find yourself hoping something will turn out well, remember that there's no chance of the law of attraction. You will get what you're thinking and feeling. Gratitude helps protect you from attracting what you don't want, bad outcomes, and it ensures you get what you do want. And that is a magnificent outcome. Oh my goodness. Did you guys get that? I got that. I so got that. Okay. That deserves highlighting right there. Whenever you find yourself thinking, this whole paragraph, I believe, is so important. Okay. Yes, the meat and the potatoes is at the bottom, but you gotta have the preface first. Whenever you find yourself thinking that there's a chance at play with something in your life, or thinking you have no control over something, or when you find yourself hoping something will turn out well, remember that there's no chance for the law of attraction. You will get what you're thinking and feeling. Gratitude helps you from attracting what you don't want, bad outcomes, and it ensures that you do get what you want, and that is a magnificent outcome. Yep, that is so true. I believe that. When you are grateful for, and let me tell you something, this phrase, magnificent outcome, that's a tongue twister on me. So when you are grateful for magnificent outcomes, you are using universal law and changing hopes and chances into faith and certainty. When gratitude becomes your way of life, you automatically go into everything you do with gratitude, knowing that the magic of gratitude will produce a magnificent outcome. That is just as important. This is a good one. This is a good one. The more you practice magnificent outcomes and make it a daily habit, the more magnificent outcomes you will attract into your life. Less and less, you will find yourself in situations that you don't want to be in. You won't find yourself in the wrong place at the wrong time. And no matter what happens in your day, you will know with absolute certainty that the outcome will be magnificent. At the beginning of today, choose 3 separate situations where you would like the magnificent outcomes. You can choose 3 things that are important to you in your life currently, such as a job interview coming up, an application for a loan, an exam, a doctor's appointment. You can also start by selecting 3 things that are normally humdrum activities for you, because the magic happens to those humdrum activities. You will be really convinced that you attracted the magnificent outcome. For example, you could choose to drive to work, do the ironing, go to the bank, post office, pick up the kids, paying the bills, and collecting the mail. Make a written list of the 3 situations you've chosen for magnificent outcomes. Use gratitude's magical power, and as you write when you write each one, imagine that you're writing about each one after it happened. Oh. You're writing your book. You're writing your story. You're writing it. Give yourself the outcome and envision yourself having it and doing it. Okay. Thank you for the magnificent outcome too, and then write your story. For the second step of this magical practice, you are going to choose 3 unexpected things that arise today and use the magical power of gratitude for their magnificent outcomes as well. You could do this practice before you take 3 phone calls, or before you open 3 emails, or 3 letters in the mail, before you do an unexpected errand, or anything else unexpected that comes up in a day. This part of the practice is not so much about the unexpected events you choose as it is about your practicing gratitude for magnificent outcome on the little unexpected things. Each time an unexpected event arises, close your eyes briefly. If you can mentally say and feel the magic words, thank you for the magnificent outcome too. That word, thank you, tied into the words magnificent outcome, sounds unstoppable. You can do the magical practice. You can't do it too much, because the more you practice it, the more magnificent outcomes you will have in your life, no matter the course. But practicing it today will get you into an idea of it. And in the future, if you ever find yourself in a situation where you're hoping for a good outcome or thinking you need luck, you will immediately turn the magic power of gratitude and make magnificent outcomes a certainty in your life. Woo! I'm not kidding when I tell you that I think this needs to be done for a whole year straight. If you're following me on this, starting January, couldn't you see yourself doing each practice daily? Getting into the habit of that? It would be like writing a journal. Getting a journal and writing it for an entire year. Who wants to try that with me? So here is practice number 21. The printable will be over on the .com. Magnificent outcomes. 1. Count your blessings. Make a list of 10 blessings. Write why you are grateful. Reread your list, and at the end of each blessing, say, Thank you, thank you, thank you. And feel as grateful for the blessings as you can. At the beginning of the day, choose 3 things or situations that are important to you, where you want to see magnificent outcomes. List your 3 things and write each one of them as though you are writing after it has happened. Thank you for the magnificent outcome to ... 4. As you go through your day, choose 3 unexpected events that come up in your day where you can be grateful for the magnificent outcome. Each time, close your eyes and mentally say and feel, thank you for the magnificent outcome. 5. Just before you go to sleep tonight, hold your magic rock in one hand and say the magic words. Thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I hope you're looking forward to day 22. All right, everybody. I hope that you have a magical day, a magical life, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.